Just a heads up, this video is going to be another one of me yapping for most of the time. I just want to warn you up front so you know what you're getting into. But what am I yapping about this time, and why do I keep doing it? Well, it's simple. First off, we're not getting a Jujutsu Shenanigans update for the next 2 weekends. Yeah, it kinda sucks, right? It's a bit of a wait. Second, I figured I'd use this downtime to share some of my ideas with you guys, and maybe even the dev team, if they're watching. Who knows? So what's this video about? Buckle up, because we're talking about the next possible Jujutsu Shenanigans character drop, potentially coming in the next update. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around until the end, because I'm going to break down some potential characters we might see next in the game. Oh, and by the way, 2 people are getting a Game Pass today, and I'm doing another 2 Game Pass giveaway, so if you want a chance to win, make sure you watch the whole video, like, and subscribe to qualify. All right, let's get into it. So, why do I think we might get a new character in the next update? Well, let me break it down for you. First off, TZE did mention something about it. Although, to be fair, he didn't exactly confirm it would happen in the next update. But hear me out. If you've been keeping up with this game, you know there's a bit of a pattern. Let me jog your memory. Back when Hikari was almost ready, Megumi dropped as an early access character alongside him. Then while Megumi was in development, Mahito came out, wrapping up 2 early access characters in total. See the pattern here? Right now, we've only got Choso as early access, and his development has been crazy fast. Like within just 2 updates, he already had a full base moveset with an awakening. So this 2-week break could actually be a big setup for a surprise, maybe even a new early access character. I mean, isn't it kind of suspicious how all this lines up? Just saying. All right, let's say there really is an early access character coming. The big question is, who's it going to be and why? So I've put together a list of potential JJK characters that I think could fit the game's style. But don't worry, I'm not just going to throw the whole list at you and leave you guessing. That wouldn't be fair. Instead, I'm going to narrow it down, cutting them one by one until we're left with the top 3 characters that have the best chance of being added. So I've got 12 characters lined up for this presentation. Now I know some of these might be your favorites, but let's set aside favoritism for a bit and really sort this out. I'm going to go through them one by one and explain why some might not be ready just yet. We'll keep narrowing it down until we're left with the final 5. Let's get started. Hanami, automatic dump. I just don't think JJS is ready for this character yet. Maybe we'll see him in a future update, but for now, nah. There's just too much going on with this guy, so it's a no from me. All right. The next one we're dumping, Yuta. Sorry to all the Yuta fans out there, but it's just not his time yet. Yeah, sadly. I'm pretty confident he'll make it into the game eventually, but he's not going to be the next character. Not this time. Next up, Mei Mei. Now, I really like this character a lot, but let's be real. Simple and less complicated is the vibe we're going for here. Mei Mei is the kind of character that, I don't know, feels a bit technical or something, you know? So yeah, Mei Mei's an easy dump for now. Next up, Mechamaru. Honestly, I don't even know why I picked this guy over Higuruma or Maki, but hey, it is what it is. Don't get me wrong, it would be super fun to see abilities like his in the game. But let's be real, if he were added, it'd probably be way too technical and overly complicated to use. So for now, it's a no from me. Next up, oh man, my besto friendo Todo. Sorry buddy, you were one of my top picks, but we gotta stick to what TZE said. Less complicated and less techy. And let's be real, Boogie Woogie doesn't exactly fit that description. So Todo, you're out for now. Next, this one's a bit tricky. Personally though, I think the least appealing character on this list, and you might disagree with me, is Miwa. I know, she's pretty straightforward and still qualified, but honestly, if I were the dev of this game, I'd prioritize other characters over her. That's just me though, who knows? But yeah, for now Miwa, you're out. Alright, the last character we're dumping, man, this one breaks my heart. I really hope this guy gets a spot in the future because he's a perfect fit. But again, we're sticking with the whole less techie thing, you know? And unfortunately, Ratio is pure tech. So as much as I'd love to see Nanami in the game, he's just not going to be next in line. So sadly, you're out for now, my guy. But I'll definitely be looking forward to seeing you in future updates. All right. So we've finally narrowed it down to the top 5 most qualified characters, and one of them could be the next big drop in Jujutsu Shenanigans. Now, I can't just straight up confirm who it's going to be, but instead, I'll give you my top 3 picks and explain why I think they got the best chance. But before we dive into that, let's go ahead and pick the first winner from the last giveaway. And there you have it. Congratulations. Stick around because we'll pick another winner later on. All right, back to the top 5. So we've got Dagon, Nobara, Toji, Kashimo, and Jogo. Honestly, these are all solid picks, and we might see one of them drop soon. But for now, we gotta cut a couple, right? So the first one I'm taking off the list is my guy Toji. I know he's super cool and all, but let's be real, he's a lot more complex than he seems. With his whole fighting style, he's just a bit tricky to imagine in the game right now. He'd be a great addition, and if it were up to me, I'd pick him. But let's try not to be biased. So yeah, Toji's out for now. All right, this one's tough, but I gotta do what I gotta do. My gut is telling me Dagon just isn't ready for JJS right now. I mean, it doesn't feel right for him to just drop in out of nowhere with no buildup or hints from TZE, especially during a season like this. It just doesn't vibe. Honestly, I think summer would be a better time for Dagon since it kind of matches the whole feel of the character. So yeah, Dagon, you're out for now. So that leaves us with 3 solid choices. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet and give you guys a quick rundown on why these 3 made the cut, and one of them could be the next character. First up, Kashimo. This guy is definitely one of the top contenders if TZE ever runs a poll for the next character. The hype around him is unreal, not just in JJS, but with fans in general. I don't know what it is about him, but he's got that charisma. What makes him even more of a standout is that he's not too techy. His abilities are pretty straightforward. He's all about that element power. So that's less complicated for the devs to work with, and overall I think he's a simpler character to bring into the game compared to the others. Next up, we've got one of the most anticipated characters, Nobara. Yeah, I know there's been so many leaks floating around, and honestly, even TZE teased a clip showcasing some of her moves. But that was before JJS even dropped. Honestly, I feel like she's pretty much ready to go at this point. But here's the thing. I think the reason TZE hasn't released her in the last couple of updates is because of all the overhype and anticipation. Like if we already know 100% who's coming next, the excitement kind of dies down, right? So maybe TZE is just waiting for the right moment to drop her when we least expect it. That way it's a huge surprise and the hype is even bigger. Who knows? Maybe this time's the charm. Let's just wait and see. And finally, let's talk about the character who could quite literally bring destruction to JJS, another cursed character, Jogo. Now I get it, Jogo doesn't have the same level of fandom as Toji, Kashimo, or other super fan favorite characters. But when it comes to suitability for this game, this guy has so much to offer. His destructive abilities are a perfect fit for the game's style. Honestly, his skill references are practically ready to go. The anime already showcases everything you'd need. Plus, he has a domain expansion, which is always a huge win. Jogo's fire-based abilities make him an ideal candidate to kick off an elemental type in the game, which we don't have yet. Like Kashimo, his moves are straightforward and not overly technical, which makes him relatively easy to develop. He's one of those characters people would love to use for some chill gameplay. No crazy combos or sweaty mechanics. Just good fun with lots of fiery destruction. Jogo might not be everyone's first pick, but he's definitely a character who'd stand out in the game. A solid, balanced addition that'd shake things up. Super cool character. And yeah, I might have missed some of your favorites. Totally fair. I just picked the characters I thought were the best fit for the game and lined up with what the dev mentioned about the next character. But hey, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think should be added next? Anyway, before we wrap this up, let's pick our second giveaway winner. There you go. See, this is what I'm talking about. Your solid support keeps the giveaways rolling. Stick with it and you'll snag that Game Pass soon enough. So you know the drill, huh? Hit me with 1,000 likes before the next upload, and we'll do another giveaway. 2 more Game Passes up for grabs. Just like the video, subscribe and join my Discord. That's all you need to do. Catch you all next time. Peace.